Hello and welcome to Vegan Cafe 21. Today we are making some fun chocolate decorations for our cakes and cupcakes. I'm not a chocolate expert, but that shouldn't keep us from having some fun with it. So let's get started. To make our chocolate decorations, we are using 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips that I have placed in a heat-safe bowl because we are going to melt these in our microwave. You can also choose to melt them over a double boiler if that's what you prefer. We will use a brush, a silicone brush, stainless steel fork. I'm using a shot glass as a mold and a few sheets of parchment paper to create our decorations over. Here you see 3 different sheets of paper with some designs on them. I printed these out. If you're good at drawing, you can sketch these on any plain piece of paper and use them to trace over the design with the melted chocolate. So let's get started. Now melt your chocolate in 30-second increments. So I placed it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Give it a stir. It has just started to do its thing. Put it in again for 30 seconds. Do it till you have a few morsels remaining to melt. So this is after the second round of 30 seconds. So it's been total of a minute at this point, so I'm going to put it back in for 30 seconds. This is what they look like the third time when I put in about 20 seconds they got this far. I still have a few morsels remaining, so now I don't need to put it back in. I'm just going to keep stirring it, and the heat in the bowl is going to melt the rest of these chocolate chips. Now the secret to melting chocolate is you don't want to overheat it. You want to pull it out when there is still a few of the chocolate chips remaining, and then keep stirring it. Turn it into nice, smooth, silky melted chocolate. If you overheat your chocolate, it's not going to set properly and you'll end up with mushy, soft decorations that are not going to hold their shape. First, we are going to do our free forms. All right, let's do some feathers. We're going to leave them on the counter for a few seconds and then we'll move them to the refrigerator for them to firm up. Let's do a heart on this little rectangle that we have. Now you can fold your paper like this, crimp it from the top, or you can even staple it if you want. And we're going to let it sit in our refrigerator for a few minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes till it firms up. Now we'll do a tube. Now we are just going to roll it over like this, and with the crease side down, just let it sit for a few seconds and then move it to your refrigerator to harden further. Now let's make a bark fold it over like this. And drop it into our shot glass. Now we move this into our refrigerator and wait till it sets. Now I'm going to take a Ziploc bag and add a few spoons of melted chocolate to the bottom of it. You want to make sure you move everything down to the bottom of the bag into the corner so it doesn't ooze from the top. Nice. I'm going to cut a little hole, put our parchment paper on the design that we plan on tracing, and begin drawing. There. Move to the counter. Now let's do the butterfly. You put your parchment paper on the design, get your drawing tool, and let's start. Now you take any book that can stay open for a bit, put your butterfly in that book, sort of crimped up like this from the middle. Now I'm going to transfer this book as well as this design into our refrigerator for the designs to harden up. Let's make a couple of leaves. We have a few leaves. Now I'm going to lift this from the ends and do sort of this and use a stapler to hold it in place. Now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let our leaves form up. Now on this parchment paper we are going to do some free-form lattice designs. Done. Now we will let these hang out on the counter for a minute and then we'll move these to the refrigerator as well for them to form up. Alright, so let's see how some of our chocolate decorations turned out. Look at our heart. That's our feather. Let's check out our leaves. Let's check in with our butterfly. Just gently pull the paper from under it. There you have it, homemade chocolate decorations. You don't have to be an expert to have fun and be creative with food. Please do give these decorations a try, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.